Roy Keane recalls famous fallout with Mick McCarthy at 2002 World Cup. Roy Keane has recalled his tense relationship with former Republic of Ireland teammate and manager Mick McCarthy. The ex-Manchester United midfielder was famously sent home from the 2002 World Cup in Japan and South Korea after a bust-up with McCarthy. It came 8 years after a row, when McCarthy, who was still in his playing career, shouted at Keane for arriving to the team bus late after drinking with teammates the night before during the 1994 World Cup in the United States. Keane spoke to former United teammate Gary Neville about their relationship on the latter's Overlap YouTube channel. Regarding the incident at USA 1994, he said, "Me and Mick, we had a falling out in America again. We said a few things to each other. Listen, I was out of order, I was out drinking, but I was drinking with loads of other lads. We'd been drinking, and I was late for the bus. Jack Charlton was having a go at me, Jack's the manager, but I didn't want a player having a go at me who's never spoke to me. If Packy Boner or David O'Leary, who probably helped me, were saying it, I would say I would take that, but not from somebody who never spoke a word to me, and he was shouting at me in front of everybody. So that would have been the start of it." 8 years later, Keane was sent home from their training base on the Pacific island of Saipan. The Manchester United legend was unhappy with the preparations of the team ahead of their huge opportunity to shine on the global stage and challenged his boss in front of the entire team and staff over the facilities and training gear not arriving on time. However, Keane said that this wasn't the row that led to him being sent home, and they had another bust-up a week later when he claimed McCarthy accused him of missing Ireland's second-leg playoff match with Iran to reach the World Cup. He said, "And then for a manager again, team meeting, with senior players around you going, you could have played in this match. We qualified for the World Cup in 2002, do you not remember the group we had? Holland, Portugal with 10 matches. Won 7, drew 3, we had the same points as Portugal, but we had to go to the playoffs. If I remember, I played in all of the games. I played the first playoff match, then missed the second one as I had an injury. So in 12 qualifying games I played 11 and missed 1. And strangely enough, these are the facts for a manager to bring up to a senior player. Yes, I was captain, but still the same, that I could have played in that match. It's bizarre to accuse me of missing a match. People talk about the equipment and gear, but we moved on from that. That was the week earlier." Keane, though, did hit out at Ireland's preparations for the World Cup, saying that was the moment he had enough and it was the time Ireland needed to stop laughing. He said, "Imagine if that was England or France or Brazil, but for some reason it's Ireland. It's like it's funny. It's Ireland. I couldn't get my head around it, but I did after a few days. I was like, I have to move on. I was fuming, and I let a few people know I wasn't happy, including the manager, but moved on because next we were flying to the official training ground, which was with FIFA, which I was thinking FIFA's going to be fine." He added, "But imagine you go to a training session and I remember we didn't qualify a week before, so it was a little bit tight to get the gear over. We qualified 6 months earlier. And you laugh at it, Gary." I laughed. I had been laughing for years with Ireland. This is what we do, we're Irish, we win or lose, but I just had enough. I went effing no. We qualified out of an unbelievably tough group. Holland never qualified from our group and people were going, there's no gear at all. Well, there must be footballs, no bibs, nothing. It was like, if you're sitting in a training pitch and you go, is this for real? And all the others lads were laughing. I was looking at all of the lads and thinking, that's why you are winning all some of you at your clubs. So there was a bit of that going on, and I was like, the laughing has got to stop now. We had Irish fans selling their television to go follow Ireland. They still want to see Ireland winning. I don't care what anyone says. I had that when I was a player and when I was with Martin and they replaced us because we didn't win enough matches at the end, which was a disgrace, when they replaced Martin with Mick McCarthy and Stephen Kenny, which is another story." The Overlap is a new YouTube channel from Gary Neville in partnership with Sky Bet.